on a first date in around 9 months, and I'm sure you guys know why, because I'm in a relationship, but I was thinking about it and I thought, how fun would it be to go on a first date with you? So today I'm gonna be answering questions and getting into some deep conversations that you normally would on like a first date. I personally like to have a balance between a lot of fun on a first date and also getting to the nitty-gritty, kind of deeper questions, because I don't like to waste my time and I would rather find out earlier rather than later on certain things about somebody just so that I'm not wasting my time. I searched high and low all over the internet for the best first date questions to really get to know someone, and I came up with this list today, and so we're gonna get into this conversation. I'm gonna start off with the easy questions and then we'll get deeper and deeper until we're really not even on a first date anymore, and we basically know everything about each other. Not like everything, but we're gonna get to know each other today. Feel free to answer any of these questions in the comments down below and we can start a little conversation. So let's start off with something goofy, something fun, something to kind of break the ice. If I were to walk into your closet right now, what would fall on me? In my closet, I have tons and tons of jeans piled to the top, to the ceiling, basically, that if you pull any of them out without being very meticulous, you're gonna have piles of jeans falling on you. So I'm gonna say jeans and pants would definitely fall on you if you walked into my closet. What is the last show you binge watched? Last show that I binge watched was Emily in Paris. I hadn't seen the first season and Daisy wanted to watch the second season with me, so I had to binge watch the first season in like a day and a half so that then we could binge watch season 2. And my thoughts on the show, I feel like it's a good bad show. I feel like Emily hasn't had any personal development through the whole season. Like, she just keeps being a bad friend and I don't know when she's gonna learn from her mistakes. That's my thoughts. I feel like it's good and I want to continue to watch it, and like now I just like need to know what happens to her, but at the same time I'm like, this is not a good show. What do you do to unwind? So I think I have a really hard time, and this is like where you'll kind of get to know me a little bit deeper. I have a hard time finding balance between unwind time and work time, especially since I work from home and I have been for the last like 3 years. Like, I kind of mix up the two. I feel like a lot of people say, oh, I spend so much time on working that I never have time to unwind. And for me, it's like the opposite. I feel like I'm always unwinding and never making time for work. I feel like what I do to unwind, even though I should probably do these things less, and also I should probably find other ways, but recently it has been going on my phone and like watching TikToks, watching shows. Maybe it is because it is winter right now, it's not as warm and you don't really want to go outside and like do outdoorsy things. But recently, yeah, it's been being on my phone, watching shows, and that type of relaxing. Before I moved back to LA, I used to go on hikes a lot. I used to go sit and read by the lake. And so I'm thinking maybe in the summer, I'll start doing those things a little bit more again. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Jumping into our sponsor today, I did want to mention Dossier because they are a great way to unwind, because now they have candles. I've mentioned Dossier so many times and I truly love their products. I'm grateful that we've partnered together for today's video. The perfume that they sent me today is Aromatic Star Anise, and they have a complementing candles. They've recently come out with these new candles and I'm truly obsessed. They're a great way to unwind. They all smell so delicious. So if you love a scent that they have in a perfume form, you can find one in a candle form. They're coming out with more and more every single day. This one smells really fresh. I would honestly put this one in my bathroom. I would wear this on a day that I would just want to smell like I just took a fresh shower, maybe headed to like the coast for a beach day. That's like the kind of vibe that I get from this one. All their perfumes are designer inspired. You can really find any type of perfume that you're looking for. They have so many options and they're open to hearing customer feedback. They make classic high-end luxury products for a fraction of the cost that you would for designer perfumes, or even regular perfumes are so expensive these days, and theirs start at $29. They're vegan, cruelty-free, and always use clean ingredients, which is really important to me. They also have a risk-free system so that you can try a product for 30 days, and if it's not right for you, you can send it back for your money back guaranteed. I've tried lots of different perfumes, and I've seen perfumes go for literally hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but truly nothing compares to my favorite perfumes from Dossier. And now their candles as well. I'm literally obsessed. They also have great deals, so if you buy 3 products, you can get free shipping. The last time I talked to you all about Dossier, they sent me the green tea, the musky green tea perfume. Guys, I've been wearing that one non-stop. It is my favorite scent from them, so I would recommend that one. I truly, truly would. You can use my code Alanah10 for 10% off. I would highly recommend. I think something that really attracts me to Dossier is, one, their super competitive prices, their incredible scents, and their packaging. I really think it's important for a perfume to have nice packaging because you want to feel like you're putting on something really nice every day. They have a really sturdy snap closure, and I mention this every time. I know it's ridiculous, but I just think the packaging is really, really important, and I think they have such a clean look, and it looks really nice on my dresser, or, you know, the candles look amazing. They look great everywhere because they're just such a clean, beautiful look. Again, I would highly recommend Dossier. Use my code, and let's get back to the video. So the next question is, what are my current obsessions? When I found this question, I was kind of hesitant because I was like, my current obsessions, like I'm not obsessed with anything. And then I thought about it and I was like, I am currently obsessed with coffee. Guys, when I say I never used to drink coffee, I mean it. Like, I did not drink coffee, I only drank tea. And recently, Daisy has put me onto coffee, and now I can't get enough. I literally need to have a coffee every single morning. It just feels like this morning ritual that like wakes me up, makes me feel like calm in the morning. Like, I don't know, it's just so nice to have a cup of coffee in the morning. And now I'm obsessed, and I can like actually taste the difference now between different coffees, whereas before I'm like, they all kind of just taste like dirty water, you know? And now I'm like, this one tastes good, this one tastes like this one tastes like that. I also, clothing wise, have been obsessed with vests, these knitted vests. Like, why? I have no idea. I know it's like a trend or whatever, but for some reason I'm like really into this trend right now. And normally I'm not really like that, but for some reason I'm just loving these knitted sweaters. I feel like they add such a cute little vibe to your look, cute little like schoolgirl vibe without being like too schoolgirl, you know? And they keep you warm. As always, I'm always obsessed with YouTube. YouTube has been my longest obsession. Okay, the next one, we're getting a little bit deeper now. Who are your kind of people? Basically, who do you hang out with? Where do you feel like you fit in? And I wrote this question down because I feel like it does dive deep into like who I see myself as. When I think about where I fit in, I automatically go back in my head to high school and I think about who I hung out with. And I really hung out with so many different types of people. I was on the cheer team, I was in theater, I went out with like the party kids, I had my friends that were like more introverted that would, you know, do things with their family. I was really all over the place, and I think that's kind of like what makes me who I am. I have all these different aspects and all these different types of people I like to hang out with. And I feel like I really don't like fit into just one like simple group. Like, my people are these type of people. If I had to describe myself and like the type of people I normally hang out with, it's people that are similar to me, where they're like introverted but extroverted, like ambiverted. I'm pretty sure it's ambivert, that's what it's called. Basically, like, they like to do things at home and like play board games and hang out and watch TV. And then they also like to go out sometimes and be around people and have drinks and all of that. So that's where I fit in, and I feel the most comfortable is somebody that is sort of in between, where I can connect with them on a deeper level, but also they can also be my party friends as well. And I think that's where I feel like the most comfortable. And the next question is, where do I feel out of place? Which is great, because I just said that I feel like I fit in a lot of different places, but I have felt out of place in a lot of different situations. And I think where I feel the most out of place is when I feel like I don't compare to other people, which is really sad because I shouldn't be comparing myself anyways. Like, I am an individual, but I think I feel the most uncomfortable when I feel like everyone around me is like so much cooler, so much better, so much more fun, or whatever it is. Then I feel like, I don't compare to these people. And I think that's something I have to work on, but that's my honest truth when it comes to that. I think most people feel that way. Like, if you feel like, oh my God, everyone's prettier than you here, or everyone's cooler than you here, or everyone's more talented, like of course you're gonna feel inadequate around those people. So that is how I feel. It's definitely something I have to work on and just feel more confident within myself when I get into situations like that. And I think I have been a little bit better as I've gotten older. I think I've talked about this recently, like not feeling good enough. I recently did a video on that if you want to see it. And I have really grown a lot from in the past like 3-ish years. Who knows you best? And tell me about them. I love this question. When I saw this question, I jumped for joy inside. I was like, I can't wait to like explain my answer to this. As I said, we are on a first date, but you also know I'm in a relationship. So I feel like the person that knows me best is Daisy, because we have spent so much time together. I think I can like really let my walls down and be whoever I want to be. We have like conversations that are really real, where I'm saying my like honest truth and she's saying her honest truth, and like we know that we won't judge each other. So I feel like it's a safe environment to like really be open. And so I think she knows me best. After that, it would be like my best friend and my sister. They know me really well because they've known me the longest. And it is sort of similar with them as well, where like I can just be myself, truly let down my walls. Part of that question was, tell me about them. So I'll tell you about the 3 of them. Daisy is super lively and youthful. I feel like her soul is so like young and happy and giddy. Like she just is like excited all the time. So that's how I would describe her. My best friend Vivs is a realist. She's very honest. She gives you her true opinions, and I definitely value that. And then I would say my sister is a wild one. She's also very honest, very blunt. But she really truly cares, and you can see it in little ways that she doesn't like to show that she cares, but you can see it sometimes when it comes out. And I would say that's the type of person she is. What's the toughest situation you've been in? I've talked about this, I feel like so many times, but at the same time, not enough. And it was losing my dad. That was the toughest situation I've ever been in. I've never experienced like those emotions before. There are emotions that I can't really describe unless you've been through it. It's kind of like this unreal experience that just like felt like I was in a movie. Like it just felt so weird to experience that, and it was hard to, and it still is really hard to accept, I guess. I've obviously accepted that it happened now 4 years later, but it's still sometimes unreal thinking about things that I wish I could say to him, or things that I wish he could be part of. Those are the hard times that I still experience. And I think that's why it is the hardest situation I've ever been in, because it's like lifelong now. Like it's something that I continue to have to go through. What is your love language? I would say my love language is quality time and touch. That's what like I need in a relationship. I need to spend so much time with my partner. I need to have your hand on my leg. I need to have hugs, kisses. Like that's what I need. And then I think how I show my love is either acts of service and quality time. I think I like to like do things for my loved one and show them in that way, and then also spend time with them. What do you value most in a relationship? I value honesty and being like your true self, because I've talked about this before as well, but I feel like I personally wasn't my full self in my past relationships, and I felt like I always had to be what that person wanted me to be, rather than showing who I was and just accepting that I can't change who I am, and they just have to accept that and like love me for who I am. So I think because I went through an experience where I felt like I couldn't be myself, I truly value having someone be themselves and being able to be myself. So that's like the number one thing, is just being honest with who you are and how you feel. And the last one is, what are your views on marriage? Obviously, this is not something you'd normally ask on a first date, but like I said, we're getting deep today. So my views on marriage is that's something I definitely want in my life. I don't think it's a necessity, but I think like that commitment just shows like the other person that you're giving yourself to them for a lifetime. And so like that that shows me how much that person cares, I feel like. So that is something that I've always wanted, and I've always dreamt of it as a child. I never really dreamed of like a wedding, but I imagined being married, having kids, getting a house. Like I imagined that like American dream type like life, I guess. So it is something important to me. Obviously, like I said, it's not a necessity. It's more of just an act of showing that person that you love them for me. Hope you enjoyed this first date that we've been on. Leave your answers in the comments down below because I would love to hear all of your answers and your thoughts, and we can have a little discussion in the comment section. Be sure to check out Dossier and use my code Alanah10 for 10% off. I promise you are going to love their perfumes. With that all being said, I'll see you in this video right here. Bye.